All right, 50 Shades of Clay, 3.4 kilometers, blue track. Okay, so I'm going to talk over this just because it's going to take a long time. But this video is going to be sped up, so well, I hope to speed it up if I figure out how. Okay, so this is a multi-track, so multi-directional track, and you can also walk it, hike it. I don't know if horses can go on it, but I know up at Halloran Hill, horses are allowed to go on this, are allowed here. So I don't know if they actually go on the tracks itself. Maybe they want to go on the normal fire tracks or something. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't do horses or ride horses. All right. Yeah. So this is a long track. I've got friends that don't like doing it because they think it's 3.4 k's one way, then 3.4 k's the way back, and fitness isn't up enough yet to want to go both ways. Alright, so here's a small story. Okay, so when I started, a mate of mine said, "We can come for a ride, you used to snowboard, it's like a ski resort near the back of your house." And yeah, and then I started riding, and I thought, well, how do we get to the top, back up to the top? Because, you know, snowboarding, we always had chairlifts. He said, no, you ride back up, it's half the fun. And I was like, oh, a bit skeptical, but I still rode down. But then we did 5 tracks down and then 5 back up. Yeah. All right, 50 Shades of Clay and Winding Rath. Both go this direction. But we're just gonna start in 50 Shades. Bit like a well-organized ski resort. A lot of the runs run into other runs, and at the bottom it goes back up to the top. Yeah, so anyway, when I go with my mate, we just ride down and up. So you're building a lot of fitness as well as technique and skill as you ride and get exercise and fun. But when I go with some other people, they do down trips, and then we drive them back up in a full drive or a van, and we drive them back up to the top of the hill each time. So they, yeah, it's literally down only, and yeah, I sometimes can drive them back up. Okay, so Winding Rath goes to your right, or 50 Shades down the hill. Good view. Right, and we're off. Yeah, so some of the guys I ride with are my nephews, so they're like 11 and 15 and 12 and 16. So far they're only doing down tracks and not really riding back up. Well, the older two do. But I don't know, I think it is fun just to have someone drop you up the top each time. But I think it's a bit like cricket. You got to pay to play, which means you've got to field and stand there trying to catch balls for an hour before you get the, I don't know, permission to have a bat or a ball. So it's sort of the same. So as my nephews get older, I want us to just start and then ride up, ride down, ride up, ride down. Spoke to my next door neighbour, and her partner, he said, no, it's not right to have the kids get rides up the top. My point of view is I agree with him, but I also like making videos. So the quicker I drive them to the top, they got more energy and I can get more videos made. So at this point, it's okay, first little tabletop, hit this with enough speed. It's not very big, still fun. Yeah, it's probably the first little tabletop. Scenery shot. Yeah, that's enough for now. Are we still recording? Yes. So yeah, feel free, give me comments. Just going less talk, more ride, or turn the volume up and times it by 8 so you can see this track. Some movies that I like called Fireproof and Courageous, and yeah, Sherwood Films, I think they're called. Yeah, they do a thing at the end of the movie under, what's it called, extra scenes or whatever. They have this thing where they do it in a minute. So it would actually be cool to see this on a sped up version. Okay, first cool view. Well, we've got the coast. It's like Merino, Glenelg, Adelaide Airport, Adelaide City, Adelaide Hills. Yeah, first beautiful scene. This will be good for New Year's Eve for the fireworks. They have fireworks at Glenelg and the city. I think Henley and Grange and the city, and yeah, so from up here you'd see it all over the place. Might be a bit dangerous. People mix alcohol up here. So I reckon if you had a New Year's Eve party up here to see all the fireworks, it's probably the one time you should do it dry and don't drink. But yeah, it's your common sense makes that decision. Yeah, anyway, so these movies do a 1 minute summary of the entire movie. Okay, so this is where I made my very first video, other than the Aloha one, which was sort of the first video. But this is my first bike video. So you come flying around here, and you see that jump there, you jump on the cat track, or the rope with snowboarding, we call it cat tracks. So you can either go around the track here, but here's something I figured out. This berm has this part here. I think this, I don't know, maybe design failure or maybe design on purpose, that when you take this corner, I don't know, unless you're up on that right side, it might slow you down so you don't necessarily hit this cat track with enough speed. So that's why I made the video, and that's about a 4 or 5 meter jump if you hit it fast enough. If you look my first bike montage video, but this part here is just a run-up track where you need to practice it. I think this big, I don't know, whatever that's called, Sideshow Bob log, that was, mate, I thought that was on the left. So you take your run up from down here, from up here, sorry, and yeah, we just did it about, I don't know, 5-6 times, had 4 riders hit this jump, and filmed it from, I think, 3 different angles. So it was only 16 jumps, 47 seconds, still my most amount of views and likes. Yeah, still 50 Shades, and it's decent. Then from there, and we all cleared it, even 11-year-olds, so it was fun. It's good when you're riding a convoy, because then you get to see how others ride, and if you're following at the same speed, then you'll clear the same jumps they do. One of my favourite YouTubers, Sam Pilgrim, does this. He goes riding with people at different tracks all over the world, and he just goes at the same speed they go, and he clears every jump. So it sort of makes it easier if you were to ride there your first time without like a guide or bike guide. It would be challenging to know what speed to take everything, but if you're riding with regulars, which I hope to ride with a mate James soon. Went to Bali with him like 25 years ago. Then made friends with him again, basically the same time as my collarbone, because I couldn't go to work, and yeah, collarbone made me very not active. Yeah, good English. And yeah, now he's teaching me it's not about needing to buy proper body armor. He said you need to. He said this humbly and received very well. He said you need to learn to ride a bike better and get lots of lessons, and yeah, and then set your bike up better. So if your bike setup and beginner techniques is what you need to learn. So you're building up on stuff. You're not just, oh, I can bike ride. Another sign, 50 Shades. Now, this is the track when my wife had a blowout of her thongs. I don't know what you call them in America. But this is a shortcut track. So we were way around there. And then this is a shortcut, gets you back straight. From there, that runs into a cat track on the left when you get to that house. And yeah, anyway, so that's a shortcut back. It's excellent to have them. Yeah, so James has been teaching me lots about riding, and also, yeah, I think he helps with, well, he does, because this last Sunday he helped with the maintenance of the track, which means I think they whippersnip the whole tracks and they put more dirt on it, and there's competitions on Friday, so he's helping prepare the track, making it safer. I think this part's wide in case riders wanted to overtake, maybe, or it's just common sense to do the track like that. But yeah, I want to give back, so I want to go back. I want to help out with the whippersnipping of it, or learning how to apply more dirt, and yeah, I really want to build my skill base up. So this broken collarbone, 6 weeks no work, hasn't been good financially, But catching up with my nephews, it's been about 70 hours, 7-0, so that's amazing. Whoa! Okay, here comes the guy zooming past, but we're not going to film him because I didn't ask. So that was cool. I actually heard the guy's bike, so he means he's got a really good bike. All right, another cool view. The city, another sign, 50 Shades. Another fire truck. Yeah, feel free to mute me because you're going to hear lots because I'm going to talk lots. Okay, someone's got their knee pads out, I don't know why. But, oh, there we go, another guy. All right, we can't film him.
One more coming.
Oh, cheers, man. All right, so that's a second rider, and then there's another guy coming. Yep, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, so that's cool. One guy, the second rider, told me that there's 3 riders coming through the track. So from here, you can't really see it, but it wraps around this hill and then goes around that hill. So we're far away enough, I reckon, for me to film them. 11:20. Whoo! Do this in a minute. All right, so there's the first guy. So it wraps around that side of the hill. Yeah, communication when walking. Like, it's good that I'm talking the whole time. And having these 3 guys ride, or maybe it's one guy by himself and then 2 other guys, or he's just going to wait for him at the end. Yeah, I was going to wear a high vis just so everyone knew I was here, but I got a white formal shirt on, so I think I stand out. Yeah, so, okay, there's a rock drop here, which is fine. You could probably hit it fast if you had the momentum. So yeah, I remember going off the side once. There we go. Wraps around the hill. Very long track. Hey, I wonder if this is called a vlog. I think this is about where my wife had her thongs. I wonder what the American word for thongs is, because thongs over there I think is like a bikini thing, or like a underwear type thing, but we call them thongs, they call them flip-flops. Yeah, flip-flops. So here's the other part of the, if you need to go back or walk up barefoot to be nice to your wife so she can wear your thongs or flip-flops. You can go down that part there we just filmed. Oh, glad I brought 125 of water, 125 litres. Another section, you can cut through there or go around this outside bit. Bit of water, it's good to see. So I've now seen 1, 2, 3, 4, I've seen 5 riders and 1 jogger. So that's awesome. And what am I? I'm a walker. Now that I've had 3 guys come up from behind me on bikes, it's making me be more aware, I am aware, but it's making me more aware of listening out for bikes. Maybe talk a bit less. Okay, you've got 2 sections here. All right, technique wise, if you go the higher section, it's a little bit steep. The left bit's for more beginners. If you go this way, yeah, good words. That's your down track. All right. Okay, I'll turn around again, just give you another look. You got that option or that option. Cool. So anyone who's actually listening to this entire very long, so far 14-minute video, to become a YouTuber, you need a GoPro or a phone, some form of camera, one of those 3, either a laptop or an iPad. you can do the whole lot with just a phone. You can film on your phone with maybe a selfie stick attachment, attach it to your bike or whatever sport you're doing, and then film it. You can edit it. I've used a bit of, well, there's GoPro editing, but that's if you've got GoPro equipment. I've got a GoPro Hero 3, or if you've got just a normal BlackBerry or one of the other different brands that can be cheaper. My wife found one online, it's $18. I did say no, but I want a more of an anti-shock camera, so I'm actually really want the GoPro Hero 9 Black. And I want to buy my nephew one because he's helped me learn editing and the YouTube creator stuff, so he's been amazing. Hello, haha. Hello, Mr. Lizard. Good to see I jumped. Now, we just saw a lizard, and what I should be doing is moving him to the side of the road. But as you saw me jump, I'm not that confident with animals. Maybe a dog, yes, or a cat, but they're not nice to magpies. Okay, so there's a squished lizard. So what I should be doing is bringing a pair of gloves, just one glove. If I see that again, I pick him up, move him to the side of the road so I don't get run over. Went to the, I'm going to get the first word wrong, Wirrawong Wildlife Sanctuary, or Wirrawong or something, up Ironbank and keep going in South Australia. And yeah, they were talking about the lizards. Some of them drop their tails, some don't. So you always pick them up, but if you can leave them still, that's fine. But that guy was on the track, so potentially one of these three riders could ride over him. So I think I should suck it up and pick him up on the way back and move him off the track. It's also these three riders, once they hit the end and come zooming back towards me, I could tell them, could they move it? And they might not see it, might not do it, might not slow down. So I don't know. We'll see if I have the confidence to talk to those guys. See if they can move him. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I walked here on Sunday, so 4 days ago, on the day they did the maintenance on the track or the whip stripping. Yeah, wife and me, we saw a lizard. I think they're called blue tongues, but in the blue tongue family. Yeah, and he was on the side on a big log, so that was cool. He was well and truly off the track, but he had a good view of the city and the coast. Yeah, okay, so when I started YouTubing, I really wanted a GoPro, I really wanted a microphone, and I really wanted lighting, and I really wanted a green screen. The green screens are more technical than I thought. Here's another view. Boom. Houses. I think this is, the streets are Davenport or Gilbertson and Morfett Road. And yeah, one's around there. And green screens, here's a little 30-second tip. Okay, little tabletop, awesome. Hit it fast enough and go up and over. Go to the left. That's what it looks like from the other side. If you go left, you've sort of got two, like a little, oh, that's not a tabletop, just a little jump. So green screens, it's better to go and buy one, because if you buy it in a box set, I think it's about $140 or $180. You get the screen, but you also get the, I don't know, whatever holds the fabric so it stays out tight. I just went to Spotlight and bought green. We found out what color green it was. I think it's mint or something, mint green. Yeah, it's very, might be lime. But yeah, so, oh, another little track. Cool, just in case you're walking up from Davenport. Davenport has a Foodland at the bottom of it. So it's, if you needed to go get a drink, that would be the cut-off spot. You go down there. It's a bit of a hike to get back up. But if you need fluid or food, yep, it's a great place. Staff are always great. So been going there for 3 years. Yeah, so green screen. I just grabbed it and I just attached it to a towel and hooked it over like a metal rod. But green screens, to make them work well, you've got to have no creases, no folds. So they've got to be held out tight. So when you go and buy it as a pre-setup, it is held out wide and tight. So the whole thing has no creases or folds in it. It's a little rock garden, sort of. Yeah, a little beginner one. Yeah, but because I just bought green fabric, I haven't managed to get it nice and tight on the outside, so there's no folds or creases, which means it's going to be harder. So I actually haven't tried green screen. I'd like to do the old Wayne's World style, good old 80s movie, Wayne and Garth. All right, so I think we're pretty well halfway there. We have filmed 20 minutes. Yeah, no one's going to want to see this video.